Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and you are on Jessica's Craft Time. Today is our whip and chat where I talk about what's been happening during the week, and I also share with you what I've been up to as well as work on a project. WIP stands for work in progress, so we work on something while I chat away. But first I'd like to show you, this is what I've completed this week. It's the Gryffindor from Harry Potter diamond dots kit. Hubby is a huge Harry Potter fan and he actually really liked it. I didn't know if he would like it or not, but he does, and I've had to buy 3 other houses as well, so we've got more Harry Potter coming along. This one was a real pleasure to work on. I've got a big kit we're going to kit up today. It's going to be a full-on kit. This was really nice because there was a lot of color blocking, and color blocking is where you get a section with multiple of the same color. You don't have to switch out. There's only 6 colors on this, so it worked out pretty quick. I completed it over the week, and that's all I did this week, really. But really happy with it. Diamond dots in Australia you can get at Spotlight as well as Lincraft, and there's other sellers that sell them. So I get my diamond dots off shoalhavensparklies.com.au, and that's where I got a lot of my sparkly kits. You would have seen stuff from there on the page, if you on the channel, if you've watched it. So that was my completion. I haven't done my peppermint purple sale yet. I'm behind on that, but I just wanted to get that finished because I have a huge week ahead of me. So what are we going to be working on today? I'll get this one. Russia with Love is a Diamond Art Club one. We're going to be kitting this up. This is going to have a lot of confetti, so a lot of changing colours in it. But probably being 56 colours, we may get it kitted up today while we're chatting. We may not. We'll see how we go. Now, Diamond Art Club sends you this great little sheet, which is actually a sticker. So I quite often stick them in my diary. And I'll be back with you in a second. Sorry about that. I'll explain that in a minute. I had to message my sister, but we'll get there. So they have this great sticker sheet. So what I do is I'm going to just peel it. I don't want to peel it all the way off. I just want to peel my edge back. And I'm just going to cut this bit off here, the front bit. So I'm not cutting the sticker bit, I'm just cutting I'm not cutting the back off, I'm just cutting the sticker. Now I want to keep my DMC numbers because that's how I kit down. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to remember which way I do it, so I think this will work. Couldn't remember if I cut the backing off or the front off, but I'm pretty sure it's the backing off, the front off. So then what we do, I'm just going to cut these end bits off because we don't need them. And I'm going to cut through here. I've done it the wrong way. I want to leave that on. I don't want this bit either. Sorry, I'm just thinking what I'm doing in ahead. It's been a while since I've kitted up a Diamond Art Club. I don't work off the numbers. I find it really, really confusing. All right. So you've got the backing paper here. You've got all your numbers here. And then all we do along is we go along here and we snip. Now you don't want to snip all the way off. You just want to snip so it still holds together and you've got one piece. Now when I kit up, I leave them in numerical order to make it easier to find the numbers when you're putting them all together. Then I actually take them all out and I put all the numbers together, all the alphabet together, and then symbols. You can keep them in numerical order. It's up to you, whichever way works best for you. So while we do this, I might as well start chatting about what the week's been. Firstly, welcome to any new subscribers on the page. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I'll just show you this quickly. This is my kit. I've got up the top, I've got all my tools and accessories, and then I've just got my bottles. So all I'm going to do, probably should have done that one first. We might work from the bottom back up. So then you just peel your sticker off. Do you know what I haven't done with these bottles yet? Okay, so what you do, I want a straight section, is you take a little bit of washi tape. I've used masking tape before, but I don't have any. Is that going to be... Yeah, that's going to work. Okay, so what you do is you just put a small section of washi tape on first. And the reason I'm doing that is because these stickers from Diamond Art Club are very sticky and they're quite hard to get off your containers. So it takes time at the start. I've done this with masking tape before, and in my other kit the masking tape is still on my bottles because then the sticker actually peels off the masking tape, but I don't have my masking tape here. So we're just going to do washi tape. So if you can peel the sticker off the washi tape, go for it. If you can't, you'll be able to just pull the washi tape off the top of your bottle, and that will save you trying to get the sticky residue off your so I'm just putting these all on the container here. It will save you getting the sticky residue off your storage, whatever way you store it. So I think that'll be enough for now. Okay, so then you just go along, and I'm just going to keep them in numerical order for now, and pop your numbers on. So yes, welcome to any new subscribers. I do apologize. I'm going to be very sporadic with my posting for the next couple of weeks. We are on school holidays here, and I have a 5-year-old in school, and he's not a child that will sit down and colour for an hour or half an hour. He's not. He's very mummy, 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 mummy. Play with me, play with me. So trying to film while he's home is almost impossible. And then by the time he's in bed at night, which normally I don't film this late, I am filming tonight, but normally I wouldn't film. But on top of that, I have my sister coming. So I haven't seen my sister since June 2020. And my 2 nieces. With COVID and everything, every time Victoria goes into a lockdown, then they come out, New South Wales does, and it's just been a hot mess. So I'm super excited for them coming. I haven't seen them for a long time because we live in different states. She'll be on the road for round about 11 hours tomorrow to get here with the 2 kids. By the time she stops and feeds them, and you can't just drive straight through. Hubby and I used to do it in about 9.5 hours, but that was before kids. Kids takes a little bit longer to drive, so she's got an 11-hour drive, and that's why I had to stop and come back, because she was messaging me and I didn't want to miss her. She's leaving very, very early in the morning. I think she said she wants to aim to be on the road at about 4 a.m. So she's off to bed. So I just wanted to make sure I replied before she went to sleep. So I'm super, super, super excited for them to come, because I haven't seen them for so long. And for me, family is so important. And the kids, Mark and my eldest niece, are only 10 weeks apart in age. They're super looking forward to spending some time together. So that's where I'll be off to during the week. Now, I haven't left enough. Okay, so I'm going to cut down this side. So that's I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do. We are going to go and see the koalas, but yeah, that's where I'll be. And once the kids are in bed at night, I'll want to sit up and spend some actual time with my sister. So unfortunately, my videos will be a little bit sporadic, and then being school holidays, but we'll get back into a routine soon. So talking about visiting and family, and I hope everyone had a great Easter and you got to spend it however you wished, whether it be you went away. I know here in New South Wales, a lot of people went away and the roads were crazy busy Monday afternoon. We did not go away. We did want to go camping, but kind of glad we didn't, because the roads back in were just crazy. Oops, I missed one. We instead did camping at home. So when Mark got home from school on Thursday, I had the tent set up, and it actually worked out really well. So I'd planned, something had gone, I've been planning my dinners. So hubby gets paid fortnightly, so I've been doing a 2-week rotation of meals. I've never been one to really plan it before, but I'm finding it so good, because my worst thing is deciding what to have for dinner. So I try and do a couple of meals that we can have and then freeze a portion of and then have in the second week. And then some other sort of fresher meals that we cook on the day. But even if I have to cook each day, just knowing that I don't have to think about what I want to cook. I've already done the hard yards there. So we did some camping in the backyard. And what had happened was I'd planned to have leftover casserole for dinner. So we'd had casserole one night. And it's just beef casserole. And then I do these, they call them parsley and sun-dried tomato dumplings, that goes on the top, which gives you that kind of bread to soak up all the yummy casserole juices. And I'd planned to have leftovers on Thursday night. And I'm like, oh, hang on. we're camping in the backyard with the tent set up, and I had the chairs set up, and we've got a little like portable Weber that we like to cook smaller portions on. And I went, oh, hang on, I've got the camp, like, I don't know what it's called, the cast iron pot use when you're camping that you can put the coals on the top. I'm like, I've got one of them, and we're having stew, and instead of just heating it in the microwave, let's heat it on the fire, and then we can toast some marshmallows. And it worked out really good. I'm like, well, the dumplings that I did for the first meal that we had with it, they went a bit soggy, and I think it's because when I'd cooked the stew, I'd cooked it during the day, and then it sat there, so all the oil and juices had risen to the top, and then when I put the dumplings in, they just soaked it all up, and they were a bit they were okay, but they were a bit like soft. So not soft, they just had a lot of liquid in them that made them, they just weren't right. And I'm like, all right, well, it seems we're going to put it in the casserole pot. It's going to have to heat for, you know, about the same time that it would take us to do the, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to knock you. They'll heat for about the time it'll take to cook the dumplings. So I made a fresh batch of dumplings. We put them on. The dumplings turned out amazing. And I did burn it a little bit. There wasn't quite enough liquor. There wasn't quite enough casserole left in the pot, but it was really, really yummy. So we had that, and then we roasted marshmallows. But Mummy was a bad mummy. She forgot to buy fresh marshmallows, and I dug in the cupboard, and all I found was marshmallows from Christmas. But not Christmas 2020, Christmas 2019. They'd been in there a while. They toasted up fine. So we had marshmallows, and Mark was very happy. And then we spent the next, what did we do? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 nights in the tent. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 6 more. I might as well just do them all. So yeah, Mark and I we've only got a fairly small backyard. So we just set up the small tent. We've got a big 10-man, 3-room tent. And then we've got a 4-man. No, it'd be a 3-man tent. So really only big enough for 2 people. So we set that up. But hubby and I were meant to switch who was in the tent with him each night. But Friday we got up. So I had Thursday night. I was first off the rank. And Friday, Good Friday, we ended up cleaning out our lean-to and shed so that we could move all the smoking stuff and the mangal and the smoker and the Weber all into an undercover area. Excuse me. And hubby did his back in. All right, I'll just explain what I'm going to do here. I need my scissors back. So all I'm going to do is I've got my chain of drills, snip it off, 814, 814, and pull them in. So yeah, we're cleaning out the lean-to, and hubby was bringing the box of coals around, and something went in his back. So that put him out of the chase. Now what I'll do, as I do them, I'm going to pull them out and put them in numerical and alphabetical order. Just saves me pulling them out later, because that's how I like to set it up. You can all set it up however you like it. There's no set room. You can leave them all in numerical, DMC numerical order. but I actually find it easier to follow. Actually, I'm going to put the symbols over there. So, yeah, that meant that hubby couldn't bend down to get into the tent, which meant that I was in the tent the whole weekend, which is fine. I don't mind being in the tent, even though we're in the suburbs. We do have a creek that runs behind our house, which is mainly for storm water, but which is quite nice to listen to. And being a long weekend, there wasn't too much traffic on the road, but the neighbours have a rooster. And the rooster didn't get the memo that I was sleeping in the backyard and would like to sleep past 5 a.m. and would crow every morning at about 5 a.m. Some mornings I got back to sleep, others I didn't. So they were very, very early starts for us all round, but we've packed the tent up now. And then it popped up on my Facebook feed that we had actually done that for Easter last year, except last year we left the tent out for weeks. And every couple of nights, Mark and I had to sleep another night in the tent. Yeah, that wasn't great. We killed the grass. So I've only just got the grass growing back. So we made sure we pulled the tent down Monday, which was lucky because today it's been raining. Today's Tuesday, and you'll be seeing this on Thursday. So it was kind of lucky that we pulled it down because now it's raining, and if anyone's been camping, you can't pack up, well, you can pack up a wet tent. It just may not be very pleasant when you unpack it and it's gone moldy. So Friday was a good day. We just did that. Saturday we had to do food shopping. That was crazy. And it was all because of the way hubby gets paid, because I've started doing a 2-week 758. Started doing a 2-week menu plan, and hubby was paid like really, really late on the Thursday, so we had to do food shopping on Saturday, which was crazy at the shops. We got there, it took us ages to find a car park. We finally found a car park, and then we couldn't get a trolley. There was no trolleys. So I went and found the trolley man. I'm like, oh, can you just unhook the trolleys so I can get one? Oh, do you want a small one? No, I have to do a 2-week shop. And he's like, well, that's stupid doing it today. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but kind of dictates when my husband's paid. So there you go. We need to do it today. We've got very little food left at home. And tomorrow the shops are shut again. So it was all right. It was busy, but it wasn't too bad. We got there. And then we scrubbed the cars. Both our cars needed some serious cleaning. So we spent all Saturday afternoon doing the inside. And we finished them off on Monday, doing the outsides on Monday. But Sunday was really nice. We headed down past Wollongong, so about an hour and a half drive from our place, which my in-laws live down that way. And I've lost a drill. And we went to a spot they found, which is a little waterway where a creek meets, I think it's a creek, meets the ocean. Or a little river or something meets the ocean. And it's nice and shallow, and there's sandy bank, and you can set up your marquee along the bank. And it was perfect because Mark could just play. Mark could just play in the water and on the sand right in front of us, and there was lots of kids around, so he had fun with that. And we took the mungal down and did some chicken on over the coals, and we had some prawn skewers, and it was ended up being a really nice day. The traffic wasn't too bad going down. We hit a bit of traffic, but You're always going to hit traffic on a public holiday. Oh, we've got an AB. I'll show you our AB in a second. 137. Let's have a look at these. So these sparkle. They have a coating on them, and it's a blue. I love blues. It's going to be so pretty in it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see those in there. They're super sparkly. So, yeah, we sort of spent all day. I took my knitting. I did do some knitting. I haven't brought that in because I've gone and put it back out in my car, because that's where I do most of the knitting for it, waiting for Mark at school. So I did some knitting, and we just sat and watched Mark and the play on the beach, on the sand. Unfortunately, we both stood on something, so both of us have got injured feet, but that's okay. There's something sticking out of the stand, and I stood right on it on my arch. It's a bit painful. So, and that was a really lovely day. And the traffic wasn't too bad coming home. So, and Monday we had some ribs to smoke. So 3846. We smoked some ribs and finished cleaning the car. So that was sort of the end of our break, and hubby's back at work today. I spent the entire day today cleaning the house. I went into Mark's room, and he's going to have his cousin sleep on the floor. Well, on a lilo on the floor, not just straight on the floor. She's apparently got a princess one or something she wanted to bring. So she'll be on the floor. So I wanted to make sure I gave his, room a really good clean out. And I had boxes of clothes in there that were too small for him, and brought them out to the garage. So that was a big time, but I got into his room, and I need to go this way or else I'll be reading the numbers up the wrong way. Hang on a second. Sorry for the crinkle. If I go the other way, I'm going to read the numbers up the wrong way and do a whoopsie. 796. Yeah, I went into his room to clean up his room, and I'm like, oh, I better wipe the windowsills. And then I looked up and looked at the blinds, and I'm like, oh, these blinds are really not good. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit extra in that one. So all I'm going to do, grab my washi tape back. I'm just going to fold it over and cut off some of these. We're going to have some extra of. And I might, I've got my Diamond Dots kit here. But I want the plastic bag. I'm just going to put, I can't read that label anymore. So I folded it over. 796. I'm just going to put them in the plastic bag here, and then they'll go in the kit at the top. So, yeah, I looked at his blinds. I'm like, these are in desperate need of a clean. Really bad need of a clean. So I spent like 45 minutes. I hate those sort of blinds. They're the Venetian blinds, and every slat gets dirty on both sides, and I just don't like them. So are we going to fit it in? I reckon we might, if we just tap that down. Sorry, concentrating hard here. Oh, that just fits in. So yeah, I didn't expect to be doing that. And then my sewing desk in the study, I'm like, I better pack the sewing desk up because my youngest niece will be in there. and she'll be in a porta cot, but my sewing desk opens and you can access needles and scissors and, you know, all the sharp, lovely stuff the kids shouldn't play with. So I folded that all up, and I'm like, now I'm folding it up, I should probably actually, you know, pull it back and see what's behind it. So I did that, and I'm like, oh, it's another area I haven't cleaned for a while. So I did that a few times today and got into areas that I don't normally clean in my normal routinely weekly cleaning routine. So it kind of took me all day to clean, and we got a bit of rain this afternoon, but we had some sunshine earlier on, so I made the most of it to try and get some washing done. Another AB 141. These are a white AB. They're going to be pretty. So that was sort of my day today. A lot of washing. I've kind of, oh, come on. I just want to fit. I'm going to have to remember when I open these that they're super full. I really don't want to save that bag for that few drills. So yeah, a lot of cleaning's happened over the last few days. Oh, that's so just there. That's number 2. Now this one is still complete, so I'm just going to cut it off there and pop it in this little baggie here. Keep them all together. 939, we've got 2 bags as well. So yeah, just a lot of cleaning. Kind of feel like it's spring cleaning and we're not. But, oh, that just fits in cool. So, I'm keeping my symbols in numerical order as well, because I don't find any real, some people split their symbols into like math symbols and grammar symbols and like split them into like categories. I don't. I just go with, keep them in numerical order of the DMC number. I find on something like a big painting like this that you get to know where your symbols are in your case anyway, because you go back to them so often. So that's not really an issue, but I find keeping them in numerical order, it just means that it is a little bit easier to keep down, really is the main reason I keep them numerical. F, G, H, I, J. Okay, I might pause you there and come back for a chat soon when I get down to my last few numbers. Okay, we're back here. I've put all of the drills in the top of my case here. I've got this little Ziploc bag that's got all the open bags in, and then these are all full bags of drills. I don't mind having extra. What I'll tend to do is once I get really low on one color, I'll do a whole run through and top up everything that I can. So the way that I set mine out, I've got 4 empty ones down here. That's fine. And I literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I start with the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, H, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. And then I'm just going to put my symbols in. I might put my 2 empties up here and start my symbols over actually. I'm just going to shuffle all these across one. And do the same because I've got some spare ones. I'm going to start the alphabet here. I'm going to pull that off so I don't confuse myself, that I know that's an empty one. And I'm going to start my symbols when these get off my fingers down here. And these are just going in numerical order. And that's how I kit up a large kit. So the rest of my week is going to be full on. We only have quite a small house. So we're going to have 3 kiddies and 3 adults. So it's going to be pretty full on. I'll just show you the kit before we finish up. Once I get these in order, I've just knocked them. I've just got to be careful I put them in the right order. 3, 3, 7, 8, 4, 6, 8, 5, 7, 8, 6, 8. And I'm just going to take the washi tape off these two as well. So my Russia with Love is kitted up. Now I only generally kit up. I don't kit up in advance. So I'm just going to stick my stickers in here. Now, I don't have space for all my accessories now, but that's okay. They sit on the desk where it is, and that's my Russia with Love kitted up. And let's just come out a little bit, and we'll have a little bit of a look. That's as far out as it'll go. Of the canvas, this is a biggie. A biggie. You're not going to be able to see it all. It is 98 by 70. Oops, knocking stuff. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually going to work, I think, if I can do the height, I'll probably have to flip it and work upside down. But what I plan to do is sort of work on it like this, straight down, and roll it as I go. Obviously, the side that I've already done has to be rolled out. And I'm going to roll it around a pool noodle. So I've got a pool noodle here. I'm going to cut to the right width, just a little bit longer than the canvas. But I will probably start on the top left. So this side here will be rolled as is around a pool noodle, and I'll work down this way as that bit gets done. I'll spin it with your drills on the outside and roll that round a pool noodle as well. I'll probably flip it and work half upside down and half the right way around, but we'll see how we go. But I love Diamond Art Club. Their canvases feel amazing, and they're really, really nice to work on. So the symbol clarity, I actually find using a light pad harder. I don't have an issue with seeing it. So that is the end of my whip and chat for this week. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you watching. And I'm sure you'll see some of my Russia with Love. This one is a biggie, so it's going to take some time to do. But I'm excited. I already have a spot on my wall. I'm planning on putting it. And this one, I think I will actually get professionally framed as well, because it's one of my favorite churches in St. Petersburg, and it's where hubby grew up. So I've got my kit, I've got my tray. I use release paper. I will section off sections and replace it release paper, my pen, my wax, some washi tape, and a rubbish bin, and I'm set to go. These will all be kept just where I normally diamond paint. So I hope you all have a lovely week, that you had a lovely Easter with your family, and we'll see you all in the next video. Take care for now. Bye.